Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 2, welcome to episode 2 of Dungeon Boys. I'm your DM, Keith Millender. This is your Druid, Gnome, Arlo, your Elven Rogue, Jack Law, and your human, Aasimar, Grave Cleric-ish, human. Grim. Something happened between our last recording session and this one where I became stupid. Let me take a sip of my green tea out of my coffee mug.
Wait, that's what it was.
What caused it?
Oh, that was it.
Right there.
What, Brice?
I said, what kind of green tea?
Citrus. Good stuff, folks. Good stuff. We're here in the studio, in the dingy, grimy studio, recording Dungeon Boys. In our last episode, a recap, we got a little taste of the world. We got some character description. And our boys are 3 detectives for the Lonesome Investigative Department. They have spoken through 3 wives of 3 husbands who have disappeared, and they are now going to the logging company.
Yeah, you said spoken through them, so just like it's a microphone.
They spoke to them, and they are now investigating the logging company where these 3 men worked. They are just there, and the last thing that happened was Arlo noticed that there were tracks leaving the camp in 2 directions. That didn't seem to be super well traveled, and that's the big cliffhanger from the first episode. Maybe we'll have a better one this time. So you guys are coming into this clearing. You're not there yet because I've heard there's some actions that we want to do on the way in. Arlo, you're kind of in looking, and you're free to act. Go ahead.
Cool. So I've already noticed like some signs and stuff like that.
You've noticed.
Hey, big boys, there's a veritable cornucopia cliff or 2 tracks leading up around this place right here.
Okay.
Just trust me on this.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't, but continue.
All right, then.
Just for the record, big fan of you using big words that he doesn't know what they mean. God, I'm a big
it
fan
was
of that.
Not a clue.
A+.
We were talking about how Josh's character, his intelligence score is fairly low, but his charisma is pretty high.
Way up there.
So
Grim thinks he knows what he's talking about. It's just he doesn't understand.
I really like that shtick. If you can keep that up, I really like it. Okay, so sorry, he just said that.
I guess I'll roll perception then.
Yeah, roll a perception.
Hey, 12.
A 12.
Can he roll with advantage because I'm like trying to point stuff out?
I think you'd probably need survival to see tracks.
I can roll survival.
I
have that skill.
What were you looking for tracks?
I was just checking the camp.
You see there are about 30 men that you can see. They're kind of walking to and fro. They're chopping. They're doing logging activities. You can see a foreman. He's one guy. He's got papers, kind of like a clipboard. He's writing stuff down. He's the one guy who's not really talking.
I approach him
very much. Immediately, you're heading that way.
Yeah, I guess while I'm walking to him, I'll still be continuing to look around to see if I see anything else. But like once I eye the guy in charge, that's who I'm going for.
Yeah, it's a pretty good distance. You're walking through a lot of stumps to get to him. They're kind of on the back half of this clearing. They're working their way out.
Through the stumps.
So you guys are walking, or Zenas Grim is walking through stumps. But yeah, that's the main thing you get with that perception roll is you see the one man you can pick out the kind of the foreman looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Jack, you wanted to do something.
No, I'm just gonna kind of hang it. Somebody just walk by that window.
No, I can go check. Tell me what you want to do.
Nothing. I'm just gonna chill.
Roll for looking out the window.
I mean, I guess I can roll for perception, see what I see.
There's cones all the way down the highway. Like maybe we're trapped in here. I don't know. The government's coming for us. Good catch,
Not
Brice.
again.
What did you just say you wanted to do?
Roll for perception, and I got a 13.
Okay, you see the same thing. You and Grim notice about the same time that you see the foreman, you see the loggers doing their things. You talked about stealth earlier. You don't want to pursue that line of action?
I'm good.
Okay, cool.
I wasn't trying to say you shouldn't do that. I was just trying to say you shouldn't tell us your plan beforehand.
Huh? No, I was just trying to make a joke. I'm not. I literally did not want to stealth.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are heading to the...
I'm heading to the foreman.
You're heading to the foreman. The two of you, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm kind of like following...
I'm going to follow you.
Yeah, I'm kind of like following close by, but I'm still looking around for like other stuff.
Okay. I'm going to stand up one more time to get a Pop-Tart. I'm really sorry.
Pop-Tart break.
Screech into the
This
void.
episode brought to you by Pop-Tarts.
Great value toaster pastries.
Bryce, why did you have to tell them? Why'd you have to tell them they're off brand?
I eat great value toaster strudel pastries.
Now
I prefer this to
now they know we're a cheap show.
We're efficient.
Y'all like that sound, audience? Yeah. All right, really sorry about that.
Tasty.
Folks.
Do you get strawberry or
No,
cinnamon?
man. I'm brown sugar and cinnamon for days. Oh, that's just right. That hits the spot.
Nasty.
Okay, so you guys head.
We are back in action.
Yeah. You guys head over to the foreman. He kind of sees you coming, and he looks at you a little bit confused, like, "What's going on?" Oh,
Do you have badges?
I was just about to say that because I forgot to let you know that last time you do actually have badges. Yes. You have a pendant. You have a pendant of an iron oak tree that hangs around your neck as a badge. I mean, it's a pendant. You can put it wherever you want. But
Grim's gonna hold it. 'Cause
it's
he's
about
got the tie. The tie is the only thing that goes around his neck.
It's kind of like a centimeter thick, 3 inches tall iron pendant of an oak tree that you can do whatever you want with. What'd you say you want to do with it?
Actually, can he wraps it around his gauntlet glove thing.
Cool. Yeah, you can do that.
He shows it.
Okay.
I've got like a belt with like little pouches on it. I'm just gonna like put them on my belt.
Campaign.
Okay.
I came here prepared to play that character, a character for Brice's campaign, but I'm not playing that one, so they're very different.
Okay.
I know nothing.
Anyway, yeah, so I like approach him and like hold up the thing, and I say, "Hello, foreman."
do y'all flash your badge?
No, I'm still kind of just like looking around. I'm kind of like hanging back a little bit because I see him going up to make conversation words.
He excuse me. He says,
"Chew your food."
"Oh, you guys are from the LID."
Yes.
Huh?
That's that brown sugar cinnamon
Okay,
kicking in.
that's good. You guys are from the LID. I can assure you everyone here is getting paid at least minimum wage. I can assure you that everything is up to code. There's no need for any investigation here. Everything's fine.
There is. I'll be the one to decide that, sir. I'm from the LID. Thank you. Anyway, we've gotten reports of missing...
Yeah, as you're talking, a tree falls down and you hear, "Timber!"
We've gotten reports of missing loggers. They may not be directly tied to your business, but they all work for you, or Lord of the Wood, at least.
One
Missing
of their
loggers.
wagons catches on fire.
Missing loggers.
Does Grim know their names? He didn't ask. But
Huh?
you asked, right, Arlo?
One of them is Forcus.
Yeah.
Forcus.
From Scotland.
Oh, you're right. He flips over a few pages in his clipboard and he says, "Things have been so busy out here. I mean, we've got loggers coming in, going out. I mean, we've got different crews, different days. It's hard to keep track of everything. I do have here that we have 3 no-shows. We have 3 people who just haven't been showing up in a while. I think Forcus, Tad, and James are all. Yeah, are these the men you're looking for?"
Yes.
I'm very sorry. I'm usually after this long we would have filed a report as well with you guys, and I've neglected to do it. I'm very sorry about that. But you're saying they're missing? They disappeared?
Yes.
Normally the bodies are fully decomposed by now.
Well, one of them's only a couple days old.
Yeah.
Yes, we got reports from their wives that they were acting strangely before they disappeared. And they all work for you, so we thought we'd come out here and see how things were.
Well, we certainly don't have any reports of anyone acting strangely. Everybody's just been coming out here doing their job. We chop trees for a living, and that kind of attracts some of your goofballs from the normal the city. But nobody's been acting extremely strange.
Have you moved location recently? Moved to a new logging site?
He thinks he kind of
Within the past at least 1 to 3 weeks.
He thinks, he says, "Yeah, this is a new cut. We've been here about 3 weeks. Trying to think of if there's anything strange going on. And y'all are welcome to ask questions as well whenever
Yeah. My friend back there, and I kind of point to the gnome, mentioned some tracks leading off. Do you go deep into the woods?
The only time we really leave the clearing," and he points off to the set of tracks that went off to So if the tracks that went to the right are really leading south,
Mhm.
and the tracks that go to the left are going north. So north would be deeper into the forest. The tracks off to the south, those tracks go to our latrines. That's where we go.
I'll avoid that.
Listen to the call of nature, if you understand. Unless they fell, I don't think we would have noticed if they fell into the latrines. Somebody would have noticed that.
What about those tracks to the north?
I
Right,
think
left,
I have. I mean, I'm a busy man. I haven't been any deeper. I kind of stay busy right here, but I have heard some folks talking about a cave down that way that just looks real creepy. And I don't think anybody's been inside. I guess at the end of the day, it's possible they could have maybe on a lunch break or early morning decided to go venturing into that cave, and maybe they got lost. I'm not sure. But I
As
don't know
I'm
anything
hearing all
about it.
this, I'm kind of like walking towards like that little northern trail, just kind of like
Okay.
not going down it, but just kind of like
You're kind of doing the magnifying glass thing while Zenas is
yeah, I'm
talking.
kind of poking around and yeah.
What's your name, Foreman?
William
Foreman.
Tiggins.
Tiggins. Well, Tiggins, I'm gonna go look at that cave now. Hey, good day. I walk off.
I have one more question.
Anything, absolutely. I don't like losing workers.
You said that you've been too busy to even notice that they've gone missing. Why the sudden busyness?
My business is not sudden, sir. I'm always busy. We get to a new cut, all busy, and then I usually get about a week off between cuts and go down to the city, hang out in some taverns, spend some time drinking, see the family, then I'm back out on the cut.
Fair enough.
Well, if there's anything else I can do for you, please come back.
So
See
how
if I can
far
help
am
out.
I away from where they're conversing?
50, 75 feet.
Okay. Can I hear anything they were saying?
That we were saying just now. I guess roll perception to see if you can hear that. You could hear that far.
16.
Yeah, you faintly hear him saying stuff like, "Oh, I'm busy," and what are you trying to hear?
I was just wondering if I'm keying in on this conversation. I kind
I
of got that they were indicating this way towards like the trails and
Oh,
stuff.
okay. I
so.
pictured you were close to them, so you hear most of this conversation. The question, like, you heard the parts of like, yeah, I didn't notice they were missing, but it turns out, yeah, they haven't shown up for work based on the records. Strangely, they've disappeared. Maybe there might be a cave up that way. I'm not sure. Some of the guys were talking about it.
Okay.
The other way is to the latrines. You heard that.
That'll work. Okay.
Well, if there's anything else I can do, please let me know. I don't like losing workers, especially I very do not like men going and being taken from their families and possibly being disappeared. I assume they were just laying off of work.
Arlo's kind of uncomfortable in this situation, so he's not saying much.
Okay.
So.
Why are you uncomfortable?
Because the whole forest gnome
trees.
and a druid, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's not feeling the vibe.
Yeah, not feeling the logging vibe.
No.
I like it. Well, I don't like I guess I like that you're uncomfortable for story purposes.
That's comforting.
Okay, so
So I guess when I'll approach Arlo and you mentioned tracks earlier. Point them out to me, Arlo. I roll survival.
Yeah.
Do I roll it with advantage? Because help. Or
Sure.
not?
he sees him.
Yeah, I'm like
Oh, 'cause I
pointing
got
him
a
out.
one.
Really.
Yeah.
Bless it. I got a 16.
All right, so yeah, you see the tracks as well. You see the tracks. They go off into the woods,
Yes.
and it's very very few people. You think maybe 2 or 3 people have walked this way.
Hey, fellas, he said the other one leads off to the latrine. I don't know if
I
we
was there for that conversation.
one out. I think this is probably the one.
Perhaps. You heard the part about the cave, yes?
Yeah, I heard a little bit about cave. I didn't hear much. I'm
Okay.
a little bit lost right now. So
Well, they said that, Foreman Tiggins.
As you walk away, he says, "Hey, fellas, hold up just a second."
I was already walking away.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, as you're walking away,
Okay.
is he within earshot, or you've already gone into the woods?
I was just walking toward him,
Yeah.
so like 50, 70 feet.
Yeah. He calls out, "Hey, wait! Would y'all mind coming back over here? I actually have a request of you, if you don't mind, being public servants and all."
I do that.
Arlo kind of like reluctantly like, okay.
Okay. Jack.
Oh, I follow.
Okay, you come back.
What is your
I don't know
good?
if I ever left him.
Oh yeah, you were just standing. You were just standing there staring at him.
He's already behind the guy.
Yeah, that's the request. Can you take this man away?
So when you get back, he says, "Nice to meet you. My name's William Tiggins."
Take a moment.
Tillium Wiggins.
He says,
This is brother.
"I appreciate you're out here looking for disappeared men, and I don't want to hold you up too long, but I'll be honest with you. We're having some troubles out here in the logging camp. My men, they know how to use axes for chopping down trees, but they're not exactly fighters, if you know what I mean. We've had some trouble with some goblins here in the forest. There seems to have been some goblins. They're very mischievous. They like to come into the camp at night, sometimes even during the day. I've heard that some of them have seen this little goblin pack moving around today, but they like to come in and they've stabbed some of the men. They haven't killed anybody yet, but they come in and they try to stab at us, and they try to take all of our stuff, and we can kind of shoo them away and kind of appear big in numbers. But most of my men they're not fighters. They're not battlers, and these goblins are armed with bows and swords and whatnot. So I've kind of told them to try to steer clear of these things. Is there any way you guys would be in the business of maybe clearing that out? I know I could round up some spare change from these guys, and they would be very happy if you get rid of this little pack of goblins for us."
Well, now, do they have a camp or a settlement or something nearby? The truck is back.
Yeah, the truck is back.
That's an inch.
He says, you should go ask. We actually have a lookout on the forest, looking out to make sure the goblins aren't coming back.
Point me to him.
Huh?
Point me to him. Tell me where
He
is.
points over there, and he says,
head that way.
"That fellow back there, he'll be able to tell you."
I head that way immediately.
Okay, so
I'll follow.
he says, I assume they're good to go. I appreciate it. Are you going with them?
Yeah, but I'm kind of like, I got my eye on this Tiggins fellow, and we're heading out. Before we get over there, I wanted to kind of like regroup with them, and I wanted to let them know, hey, they said they've got a new logging operation. Now, is it they moved into the area where these goblins are, and they're just taking them, putting them out of place, or?
Given the information we have, I would say most likely.
Huh.
After that, I kind of like Grim stops and turns back and yells to the foreman, "What's the scout's name?"
Christopher.
All right, I turn around and head to start walking back.
And he's kind of on a platform, a little shoddy wooden platform. He's looking out there. He's probably 50 feet away. But even just as soon as he said these words, and as you're walking out there, you see Christopher with his little telescope, and he turns around and he goes,
just staring at
"Yeah,
you.
no, he's not looking at you. He's looking into the forest."
Yeah.
He turns around and he goes, "Boss, they're back!" And that's what he says.
Which way?
So you guys have approached him now, and he says, "That way, into the forest. I can see them. They're on their way this way now."
I turn that way and I start walking.
Okay.
Walking towards him, going to meet him.
Do you guys want to look for him?
Do I roll perception?
Yeah, roll perception. See if you see him.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
21.
Nat 20, baby.
Good lord, yeah.
Finally.
They're not hard to see. They're goblins. The forest is not super dense here, so you guys look through the trees and you do see a pack of 4 goblins, pretty well outfitted, and they're all stomping towards this.
4 goblins?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're stomping their way towards the logging camp, and the two of you, Arlo and Grim, can kind of hear them just talking to themselves. They look like they're out for blood, but they're about 100 feet off. They're pretty far away.
Cool.
Okay. Arlo, I'm going to speak with them.
You speak Goblin?
I speak many languages. Not Goblin, but if I sense aggression, I'm going to kill them. How does that fit with you? You seemed concerned
I'm
for
not
them.
going to make the first move. I'm not going to make the first move.
That's how I'm going to handle this situation. But if
you
it comes
get in
to
trouble,
violence,
I'm here to back you up. We're partners on this thing.
In this world, just to give you background, goblins are typically just mischievous kind of evil creatures.
they're evil?
At rest, most of them are. It's rare to find a goblin that doesn't want to take something from you and or hurt you.
Okay, then revision. Well, that's fine.
My character has not had a lot of encounters with goblins.
Sure.
Because we've just been like rural towns and stuff like that. So, I don't know that.
Sure.
I kind of gleaned that, but I'd want to know for myself.
I just want to give you all the information that is available to you.
That would have changed Grimm's opinion, I guess, of them. But I mean, still, like that conveys the thing. He's braced for it, but he's not going to actively like just go up and start killing things unless it's like a werewolf or something.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So you guys heading that way?
Yup.
Jack, what you doing? You've been quiet.
I thought I was gonna follow.
Okay. So Jack, what's your order here as you're walking? You walking like side by side in a line?
I feel like you're kind of taking up the back.
Yeah, I'm like moving through the trees. Like I'm not following in a path behind them.
I'm just going straight for him. So
All right,
yes, Jack is my ghost.
All right. So
Shadow.
You
dagger in the night.
Grim gets there and all four of them are already dead.
Yeah.
You guys
Jack's
are
just
you guys are getting close. You're probably about
Wiping off his knife.
Stop it.
50 feet away from this pack of goblins, small pack of goblins. So I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative real quick. Also, we're used to rolling initiative when combat has been confirmed. Like, I think certainly in my campaign we rolled initiative when it was like, okay, you are fighting now. Initiative, and I think we erred on the side of, all right, if I'm rolling initiative, that means I have to kill this thing.
Okay.
Initiative is really better understood as a way to order these kind of encounters. So I don't want anybody to get the thought of, I'm not trying to say this because, I want you to not kill the goblins. I'm just trying to say, like, if I roll initiative, it's better just so we can better understand.
So is it too late for me to attempt to stealth in?
No, it is not.
Okay.
If you wanted to decide to stealth to where these goblins couldn't see you, you could do that. But in the future, if that's something you want to do, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to. That's what I was kind of trying to point out. I'm going to use my forest.
All right, so roll stealth for me,
see
big
if I
dog.
can kind of sneak in.
18.
Awesome, you're stealthy. The goblins do not see you.
17.
Excuse me. Passive perception again.
I've seen it. I think it's supposed to be 8 plus proficiency. Plus,
They're not proficient.
Plus wisdom.
Dang, dude, these
But
goblins.
I've seen it as just 10 plus wisdom.
We'll do 10 plus wisdom.
Okay.
We'll just do, to make it easier, 10 plus wisdom, no proficiency
Okay.
for passive perception. I don't know. You guys could have proficiency. I just don't know. These goblins don't have proficiency, so
I'd imagine not.
I
They
like
see
the-
me.
I like
clearly.
the idea of we'll tackle it next time we try it and we'll remember.
It'll work.
But regardless, you guys are both stealthy. These goblins cannot see you.
I would like to stick within like my movement range. So.
Okay. Now, Jack, you cannot just be right beside Grim, but invisible. Are you hiding? Where are you at?
Well, I imagine it's kind of like we're in a forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a clear-cut path to them? Or
No.
is it, okay. I'm kind of just like stalking tree to tree.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It doesn't look like you're walking though. You're just kind of like gliding places.
It's like there's like a little 2-inch wide sapling, and you just see him lean out from behind it and lean back in, but you can't see him when he's behind it.
All right, so you guys are stealthy. Are you going right? He going left, or?
Fine.
I'm going opposite of wherever you going.
All right, I've pictured Arlo on the left, so Arlo's going left.
That's a
Jack's-
cool image, like Grim walking forward, Arlo, and just.
Yeah. All right, so y'all are stealthy. Now everybody needs to roll initiative.
I got a 14.
Oh boy, these
Let's
goblins.
initiate.
These goblins may not have a.
8.
20.
But that's kind of working out for me because I didn't want to be the one to.
Yeah, it's terrible for me because I have like borderline dexterity, and I want to be the guy that's like front line, but all these other people have like high dexterity,
I don't have a height.
which I'm not complaining for. That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Roll.
20.
Dang.
Not net.
Okay. Zenas, what was your roll?
I got to 14.
14. Okay, so
14.
Crit 8 for me.
crit 8.
That's right. Critically.
Wait, you don't have dexterity either?
Hmm?
You don't have any dexterity either?
I'm low dexterity.
What'd you get? What is your
I've
score?
got a +1 to dex.
Oh.
So it's not awesome, but
So wait, you got a That's 7 plus 1?
Hmm?
Okay, because you said crit.
Yeah.
I switched that out for nat, because that's what they are, critical fail, critical
No.
success, or whatever. So I was just like, wait, what? I don't...
It'll be all right. We're gonna make it.
I would really like to switch these.
Which one's the wisdom and the strength?
All right, the goblins are approaching you, Grim, in kind of a triangle formation. So there's one goblin in the front. Behind them, on him, on either side, are a goblin by probably about 10 feet. Are two other goblins, and then on your right side, there's like imagine a goose, a triangle of geese. So there's one, and then two, and then two more on the right side. So 4 total.
Okay.
Flock of
And
goblins.
it is going to be Jack, your turn first. The goblins are approaching you, but it's your turn.
I can pass since I'm stealth, right?
You want to ready an action, or just really don't want to just pass?
There's not really much I can do right now.
I mean, you can say, like, if they get froggy, I'm a Draxon. That's a reference to a Key and Peele thing.
I remember that one.
If you can say, like, if I ready my bow, or like if they turn violent, I'm going to attack. Or something.
If they attack us, I'll attack them, or whatever.
Then I'm gonna get as close behind them as I can.
Behind the goblins?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're about 50 feet away, so it'll take a full movement speed just to get up close enough to them, so you'll still be kind of in front of them.
Okay, so as a reaction, can I even make it to them?
As a readied action?
Like, yeah.
You can move your movement speed on a turn and take a readied action. It's like a readied action is just saying you're gonna put off this action, but you're gonna wait.
But like, my movement speed is 30 and I'm 50 feet away. Can I move that 30 feet and then like my ready to action, like if something happens, can I rush in and...
No, you can't. You wouldn't be able to. That'd be kind of like giving you 50 feet of movement in one turn.
Okay, then I guess I move 30 feet closer and that's all I can do.
Okay. Well, do you have a ranged weapon at all?
I have a bow.
Okay. I mean, you could say I ready in action. If they attack somebody, I'll shoot them with the bow. But whatever you want to do is fine. I'm just trying to give you your options.
All right.
So you want to move 30 feet.
Yeah.
So now
And
you're
I'll ready the bow.
Okay. So if they attack one of your friends or yourself, you will shoot them with the bow.
Yeah.
All right. So they are approaching, and you are on the right side, very close to. You're about 20 feet away from them now, kind of to the left.
Am I to the left or right?
You are to the left. So the goblins are here. Grim is moving this way. Jack, you're here.
Straight on.
Arlo, you're over here.
Okay.
Okay. Grim, it is your turn, sir.
Cease your movements, goblin. Do you speak common? Do you understand me? Do that again and I'm going to kill you.
He raises his spear.
I'm gonna roll to punch him in the face.
Well, you're pretty far away.
How far?
Like 50 feet.
It's a really good punch.
Okay, then all right. I mean, I can work with that.
We entered combat way outside of our combat
Well,
area.
that's what I want to give opportunities for, like, positioning. I don't want to always start a combat encounter where, like, you don't start combat until, like, I'm right up here, and then there's little options for what you can do.
Rock 'em, sock 'em, robot
I'm gonna
style.
move my full movement 30 feet straight forward toward him, and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame,
Oh boy.
and they have to make a Dexterity saving throw.
All four?
No, just one. Just the one I was talking to. The
Okay,
one
the
front.
front one. Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
He rolled a 5.
No. He gonna take 4 damage.
All right. So Sacred Flame. Remind me what Sacred Flame does.
It's like a flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range.
All right. So what's it look like when you cast him?
I just imagine like a...
All right. Do you say anything?
Nope.
All right. Cool. So radiant flame comes down and consumes this goblin, and he like, and he burns up, and like he sizzles after you get him, and he's like staggered after he takes this hit.
How heavy are goblins?
They're a small humanoid. I'd put him at maybe 50 pounds.
My size.
All right.
50, 60 pounds.
I don't like that smile.
I don't know.
The
They're probably 70 pounds soaking wet.
Soaking. All right. Well, he's not soaking wet.
Right.
He's burned.
Yeah,
so he's
exactly.
crispy.
Okay.
I
Dehydrated.
moved in closer, being stealthed.
Huh?
Does stealth not afford
Oh,
you like?
Bryce, you could have used a dash action. So if you want to get really close,
But then
you wouldn't have been able to
use
attack.
a ready action.
But if you want to get to a different position before your next turn, I will go back and let you have used a dash. That can double your speed.
Wait.
I don't have that yet.
Oh, never mind.
No, everybody has.
No, he gets a bonus action for being a rogue that allows him to take like dash, disengage, hide.
Yeah.
I think.
But everybody has dash.
Yeah.
Everybody can do that.
It's like for him, it'd just be a bonus action that he can take
Yeah.
and.
It's currently an action.
So Bryce,
Yeah.
if you would rather be like right behind them now, I will allow that.
Okay.
Okay,
With
because
no ready to action.
I forgot about the dash. Yeah, no ready to action.
Okay, then I would like to do that.
Okay, Bryce, Jack is right behind the pack of goblins now. Woo. Okay.
My turn is over.
Yep.
Go there.
The Grim is over. The goblins screech. They're angry. Meh.
That's the goblin screech.
Yeah. Arlo, it is your turn, sir.
I am gonna, because I can use Shillelagh as a bonus action, because it just like readies my weapon, right?
What?
Can I use Shillelagh as a bonus action because it just readies my weapon?
Shillelagh is a
for the
bonus
next
action.
turn? Okay, good.
Because
Then-
they did that so you can use it and attack in the same turn.
Okay. I'm not going to attack in the same turn. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion behind where they are.
Okay. What you gonna
So
do?
actually, you're behind where they are, aren't you?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to cast it kind of off to the side between where they are.
Okay.
I'm just going to make like the sound of like soldiers or something crashing through the
Cool.
the underbrush.
Cool.
Because I can make like a loud sound for up to a minute.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.
So I'm going to cast that over there. Boom. And the bonus action, I'm just going to cast Shillelagh on my my quarterstaff
Okay.
and just have that ready in case I need it.
And now remind the class what Shillelagh does.
Shillelagh. The wood of a club or quarterstaff you are holding is imbued with nature's power. For the duration, you can use a spellcasting ability instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls of melee attack using this weapon. And the weapon's damage die becomes a d8. The weapon also becomes magical if it isn't already. Spell ends if you cast again or if you let it go through the
Did
ground.
that say anything physical happened? Like it's just you give it power.
No, but that would be really cool.
Whenever Melissa casts it, I always picture it turns into a hammer on the end.
Yeah.
I picture
pretty
that.
cool.
If you'd like to add something like that, feel free. If you'd like to add some garnishment,
Nope, just looks like a regular old whooping stick.
I like it. Whoop
Cantrips
stick.
in action, right?
Okay, so
Yeah. But you can,
then I'm
use
still-
a bonus action and cast a cantrip in the same turn. You can't use a bonus action and cast a spell
Now-
in the same turn.
Am I still hidden?
he used bonus action Shillelagh.
Yeah, but it's not a spell to it. Like casting a spell is a bit more involved than swinging a stick.
Right.
They did it as a bonus because like read.
No,
the,
I'm asking about stealth. Right. Did I say I was asking about stealth? Would he still be in stealth after having cast his illusion?
Not after he casts his illusion.
Okay.
Well, I don't know because it's behind them. If they fail the save, maybe he's still in stealth.
Yeah,
This
I
is
think
one of those situations where it's like.
I think that makes sense.
I would say to use Shillelagh is not going to draw him
Yeah,
out of stealth
that
because that's just on his stick.
Now, tell me, do I roll against your illusion? Or,
Let's see.
like, when investigated?
I know you roll investigation to determine if it's real.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's like a 5-foot cube. Use an action to examine the sound or image. The creature can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence or investigation check against.
Okay,
your
so
spell save DC.
they're all going to try this.
Okay.
Are you moving at all?
No, I'm gonna hang out
You're
where
gonna
I
hang
am.
out. Okay, so we're gonna say the illusion goes off like right in front of you. So if you're looking at the goblins, back and to the left from them.
Right in front of me. Oh, okay.
Like,
So
if the illusion is happening vertically from you,
Okay.
the goblins are a little off to your right.
that's fine.
All right, but they're not. Yeah, they're not.
Like maximum distance,
Yeah,
like 30
yes,
feet away.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, indeed. So all these goblins are going to take their action and investigate this sound. They're going to turn and see if they believe it or not.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll 4 times to see what happens.
Okay.
So rolling for Goblin 1, he fails.
Woo.
Wait, what's the check I roll against?
It's my spell save DC,
8 plus proficiency plus wisdom.
so that'd be 12.
Okay, he definitely fails. So Goblin 1 believes it.
It
Goblin,
says 10 here, but I know it's 12.
and that's intelligence investigation.
Yeah.
So yeah, go.
Did you-
The first Goblin rolled a -1. The first Goblin turns around and goes, "Ah!" like looks that way and puts his spear up. He's freaked out. Like the fire has gotten him confused. The second goblin does the same thing, turns around. They don't have spears. I don't know why I pictured them with spears. They have swords. So let's go back and he was pointing his sword at you. Swing. The other goblin turns around and draws his sword and points it that way. The one on the left. Goblin 3, the one on the right, also fails. He believes it. And Goblin 4, they all fail. All of them, every last one of them believes that there is a group of soldiers coming through the trees.
Nice.
And so they, the 3 in front draw their swords and turn that way. And so you're not out of stealth. You're still stealth. They don't see Jack behind them as well. And the 4th goblin turns around and knocks an arrow on its bow.
Cool.
And they all just kind of lock in. Because they feel like they're sandwiched at this point.
Does that give them some kind of advantage because they are, like the goblins are distracted?
It will give, you'll have kind of advantage because you're coming from stealth if you do something. Grim, I'll say it does give you advantage on attacks from behind.
I get advantage from stealth anyway, right?
I think you get it.
If you're stealth, I'm pretty sure.
You're still stealth.
Yeah, I think you get advantage on attacks from behind in combat all the time, I think, if someone's distracted.
I don't know. Never come up.
But I could be wrong.
Works
so
for my chain of confusion.
Jack, it is your character now.
Oh, yeah.
It is your character.
It is.
Cool. I'm gonna go in for a sneak attack with Booming Blade.
All right.
That's a cantrip. Make a melee attack with a weapon. So it just kind of happens. I just have to hit him.
Yeah.
So, 16.
That'll hit.
Woo!
Who are you aiming at?
Whoever's closest to me. I guess the rear of the triangle, the back.
Yeah.
I went
Like
right.
the arrow dude?
So they're back left corner.
Yeah, the guy who's knocked his arrow. And what you're doing a special attack or you're just attacking?
It's a
Booming
special
Blades
attack.
is cantrip thing.
Oh, okay.
If he moves after I hit him before the end of my next turn, he takes a D8 of thunder damage.
Sweet.
Okay.
So you roll melee damage.
Yeah.
Because like you hit him, you roll melee damage, and then he's also doing sneak attack, and he hits, so he'll take that extra damage. And then if he moves before the end of his next turn, the goblin takes an additional D8 of damage.
Okay. Y'all help me keep track of that. So you're going with the cleavers or the cleaver?
Yeah.
This is a cleavier.
All right. So yeah, Brice's character Jack carries 2 cleavers.
So he got 3 plus 4, 7 plus 3
No need to continue adding. So Goblin 4, like he's turned around, and as I just picture as he turned around to the silence, like you were waiting right there, and he just slit his throat with the cleaver, and the goblin slumps down to the ground.
I really wish I had my cunning action so I could disengage.
Yeah, you are now out of stealth. You can be seen
standing
like,
there with a bloody cleaver.
You didn't come uninvisible. It's like you were on the other side of a tree from him, and so like he turns around, and as he turned around, you just came out of the tree and slit his throat. You can move though. You can use your movement.
They were also distracted. So wait, so I'm still stealth?
No.
I'm
No
not
longer
still
stealth.
Okay.
I just said you're no longer stealth.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm not gonna move right now.
Okay. So you're still standing there kind of beside a tree. The 3 goblins are in front of you now, and the dead goblin lies bleeding at your feet. Lots
How
of blood.
distracted are they by the sound now?
They're now turning toward. They're like very concerned with you now. It's not their turn; they can't do anything about it. But
Okay.
they're now concerned with you
Okay.
because they don't see these. All they heard was the noise from earlier.
And I can use Booming Blade every time.
It's a cantrip, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Grim, it is your turn.
Doesn't take a slot.
Is that a rogue thing?
No, it's
No.
a high elf thing.
Okay, cool.
Because, yeah, high elves have innate magic, so he was able to learn a cantrip. It's a wizard cantrip that they added recently to 5e. Well,
Nice.
recently, however
And
when.
you already have sneak attack as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sneak
that's
attack
cool.
is
First level.
Yeah.
Very cool. And that's because they're distracted.
Mm.
Very cool.
Well,
Very
it's because
cool.
if I have advantage, I get a sneak attack.
Using that class.
So anytime I'm stealth, I get advantage. So anytime I'm stealth, I get a sneak attack.
Cool.
Also, if somebody is standing near them,
An ally.
yeah, if an ally is standing near the
Right.
enemy, I have advantage, or I don't have advantage, but I have.
You have a chance to sneak attack because it's like they're kind of distracted.
Yeah,
so you can,
it counts as sneak attack.
All right, Grim, it's your turn.
I'm going to run at the goblin, not the one I hit, the one I guess to the left of him.
Okay.
Or is that the one that was killed?
No, the one in the back from you is.
I'm gonna run at him, and I'm just gonna like grab the back of his head and slam it into the ground with my necrotic fist.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just treat that as a fist hit.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go past the goblin in the front, so that may provoke an attack of opportunity.
They're not like side by side.
I guess if you're within 5 feet of the one, you'd also be. So you're not leaving the 5 feet. So yeah, maybe not.
Okay. 12 to hit.
12 to hit. That is actually going to be a miss, my dude. They're wearing leather armor.
What's their dexterity? 12, which would be 13 total AC. Doesn't matter. Don't tell me. I don't know.
No, their dex is
Can I get coffee while they're
trust
taking
me.
their turns?
Yeah.
Definitely get coffee.
His AC is 15. I'm sorry.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage?
With advantage, I got a 12.
Oh no, dude, that's rough. Rough stuff. So you go over there and you try to grab him, but he just like moves his head out of the way. Turns to you.
Okay.
All right. Cool beans.
I'm gonna leave my hand like right by his head and stare at him.
Okay. As your hand pulses with purple energy. All right. Arlo, it's your turn now.
Isn't that
turn? They don't get a turn?
Huh?
The Gerblins?
Yeah.
Arlo goes after you. The Gerblins took their turn to investigate his sound.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh. I am.
The Gerblins.
I'm just gonna keep that minor illusion going, but
So you're gonna do it again?
well, it lasts for a minute. So
Okay, so I guess they believe it. So
can I move it to a different location?
I think that will require you casting it again.
Unless you can move it as part of the spell.
I don't think I can move it.
I think.
You said you could make small sounds from like different locations all over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So how about I cast it again, and how about I do like the sound of like soldiers' voices or whatever from like all around.
Okay.
Like
How
all
big
around.
is the cube?
Well, it's an illusion is 5 feet.
Okay, gotcha. But you can do sound from anywhere.
Yeah, like I think what I'll do now, like they're turning one way, I'll have them turn the other way, and I'll just have like voices, like small voices in like that area.
Okay, so now they're kind of looking towards where your thing was.
Yeah.
They're very concerned with Brice, who just killed one of their friends. They're very concerned with Zenas, who is now in their midst, or excuse me, Jack and Grim, who is now in their midst. So to your right is where this noise is going to come from. So that would be directly behind them. So
That'd be fine.
cast it again and they'll roll. They got some work to do.
Cool.
All right, so they're going to roll to
With a smile on my face, I'll put you
investigate
in your place. With a cleaver,
Nope.
I'm a lever of a corpse in your place.
Nope. Nope. Dude,
That wasn't
no way.
terribly
They're goblins, man. They don't know what's going on.
Yes.
They turn around. They're like, wow,
I'm
I don't know.
a lever of. It should technically be I'm a lever of corpses, and I shouldn't have said place because I used it already. So
There's also three goblins
It's terrible,
now.
but-
So the three goblins.
So you roll
yeah,
4 times.
Yeah. So
Don't shoot yourself down, Zenas.
the three goblins. One's concerned with
The dead one's like,
yeah, and one's concerned with the rest of them are kind of the other two are looking at Jack, but then they turn the opposite way because they hear these voices that you've made, and they're again distracted. So advantage, baby boys.
hey, I still won't hit.
Yeah, maybe not. All right, so they use their action to investigate. They're actually going to run that way. They're going to run towards those voices because they're going to try to get away from you.
Attack of opportunity.
Yep, you both get one. Well, Bryson, you won't get one. Sorry, you're not. I realize you killed that one. He's dead. He's not within 5 feet of you anymore. So they're gonna run away. They're gonna run towards that noise.
Which way are they running from me? Because my hand's like this, and I'm imagining his head.
They're running
there.
back and to the right from you.
back into the right.
I
Okay,
thought you
that's,
killed your dude too.
I didn't kill him.
You didn't hit him. Okay, so Zenas, that's going to be an attack of opportunity for
With
you.
advantage? Because of the distraction or not?
No advantage on the attack of opportunity.
Well, I got a 22.
You hit him.
So, just as he's running, I just grab his head. Okay. Oh, okay, he's dead.
Yeah. What do you roll?
12.
Yeah, he's
Just
dead.
his head.
Yeah. So visually, what happens when you grab this thing's head?
Almost like necrotic damage rots flesh and withers it down to the soul, so
Yeah.
everything about him is gone.
We need to re-explain. Zenas opted to have disadvantage with every melee weapon ever, in exchange for being able to deal necrotic damage with his fists. So he uses his fists. He deals necrotic damage with them.
Well, as a cleric, well, no, never mind. Yeah, you're good. That's good.
Okay.
Not only is he dead, he looks like a sun-dried tomato.
Well,
Yeah.
no, yeah. His face is very rotten and gross.
Yeah, so you shrivel him up. Oh man, nice. Okay, there are 2 goblins left, and they're running away from you now. They're headed.
I'm gonna follow him.
towards
Run
the
like
thing.
right by him.
Okay, you
Level
can't,
1
you,
of
you can't
D&D
run
is so
yet.
volatile. Like, it's
Yeah.
so easy to die,
But
and
it's-
also you absolutely obliterate everything in your path.
Right. So
I can move. It's my turn.
it's not your turn. You just had not.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. My bad.
Jack, it is your turn, sir.
I'm not used to those.
Hide is an action for now, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait,
They're
Is there
running
no-
away from you. They're distracted. You have advantage on attacks, and
is
they're
he
not.
close to any goblins?
Is he close?
Yep.
No, not anymore. The goblins are about 20 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna hide.
You're gonna hide.
Yep. Hide and reapproach the group of them.
Okay.
Hands behind the back.
So roll stealth. Make sure they don't see you at all. What'd you roll?
Rolled a 24.
Yep, you succeeded. And, was it like a crit 1 before you pulled the paper out from under it?
No, it was like it was balanced on its side like that against the water bottle, so I moved it away and it fell onto the 18 instead of the 2.
All right, so yeah, they don't see you, and you stealth back nearby.
All right, cool. I'm gonna move as close to him as I can.
Okay, so you took the hide action, so that would be your stealthing. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cannot dash. Because
And
of
Arlo, it is now. No, Grim, it's your turn.
Yep. It's confusing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. They're 20 feet away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run at the one I hurt originally, and I'm gonna try to like grab his neck.
Gotcha.
And pick him
You. Yeah.
Oh, so I'm right on
Yeah.
them.
30
They're
feet.
only 20 feet away.
Yeah, you're right up on him.
Oh, okay.
up. 17.
Yeah, you hit. So
What do
you
you
grab
hit
him by
with?
the back of his neck.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to pick him up too.
Okay.
I got 11 damage.
11 damage, so he's dead.
Finally.
And so that definitely makes him lighter. God, the 11 damage. Y'all are really
Can I just,
rolling.
like,
Y'all are rolling
pull
high
his head
damage. Yeah, you just squeeze his neck and it withers away, and you pull his head off.
Yes.
There's a darkness to Grim.
There is a
I will
darkness to
expect
Grim.
there to be some
They
sort of
called him
discussion
Grim,
about these
so
things.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, I'll expect at least a little bit of discussion about
If
these
nobody
things.
can hear this at home, pick it up from the mics. They're doing road construction like 10
Yeah.
feet outside this wall.
And they
It
definitely
is a poopy.
they definitely can
Jack
hear you.
wouldn't be too perturbed.
Well, the blood. That's what I was talking about. It's bloody.
It's just a smell.
Their
It's
viscera
like-
is flowing out.
I thought it was more withery than like.
It rots it. It does
Be
seem
like-
better. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Beef jerky where it severs.
Yeah, I actually
Old
prefer
beef
that to
jerky.
like
I picture it that way.
liquidy. Okay, so yeah.
All right, so you pull his head off, and that goblin's like you keep the head with your hand.
I'm just
and,
holding it like
and
right
the goblin's body just falls forward and dies.
And it's
there's-
not blood itself that bothers him, it's just the smell.
Yeah, but if there's blood, it's gonna smell like blood.
He's got the mask.
I know.
They are running.
It makes sense. I'm not-
They are the goblins are the last goblin is now very displeased. Arlo, it's your turn.
Situationally, like, where's everybody at?
The goblins are now pretty much parallel with you to the right. So if you were looking north, they are now parallel to you, about 20 feet away to the east.
Okay, where's everybody else at?
Grim is right to the right, like
He's
it's
between
kind,
me and
yeah,
the
he's
thing?
kind of between you and the goblin.
Okay.
And directly to the north of the goblin would be Jack.
Okay. Is he still distracted?
The goblin is still distracted.
Okay. I will try to use Thorn Whip.
Thorn whip, nice.
Yeah. Long vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at command towards a creature in range. Make a melee spell attack against target. If it hits, takes 1d6 piercing damage, and the creature, large or small, is pulled towards me 10 feet. So it'll actually come towards you by 10 feet. So, let's see. Oh, I gotta roll a d20. 10.
That's not
Wait,
gonna
10
hit.
plus
It's what is it?
That's,
What did you roll? You just rolled a
melee-
straight 10.
melee attack. Yeah, it's a 10.
Wisdom plus proficiency, so with
So it'll be 14.
before.
Still not quite enough to get him with his leather armor.
Worth a shot.
So your vine whip like scratches down his leather armor as he's going away from you. Now he's just trying to get away.
It's alright.
Goblin 2 is there's Goblin 2 that's left. He's very upset.
He's been promoted.
Yeah, he's been promoted. Grim, he knows that he's not going to be able to outrun anybody in this situation. He turns around and he's going to try to just stab you. He's going to do the last ditch effort to stab.
Take it from me. Receive my life.
Will a 15 beat your AC?
It will.
All right, so he does turn and get a stab on you, my dude.
Go for it. It worked.
Yeah. And he does 3 damage, so he like barely grazes the side of your abdomen with his blade.
Okay.
And he just goes, yeah,
Like that.
all goblin style. And now his turn is over. So
In
Jack,
Goblin, that actually means like I'm terribly sorry about all this.
yeah, Jack, it's your turn, friend.
I'm gonna sneak attack with booming blade again.
All right, cool.
Yeah, shisha. Advantage. Shisha. Oh.
+6.
Yep.
14.
That's not going to hit, sadly. So you go. So you're stepping out to go to try to get him with your cleaver again, and that was just the exact moment that he turned to stab Grim, and your cleaver just kind of whiffs.
Dang it, Grim.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, Grim, it's your turn.
I'm gonna take a punch at him. Oh, that's a crit fail.
Oh no. Yeah, so you go.
This goblin's like a ninja.
I've just been stabbed. I'm like focused on that. We'll say.
Yeah, so he stabs you, and you try to punch him while the blade's still in, but as he's pulling it out, his like head kind of moves, and you just kind of go right by his head. Arlo, it's your turn again, sir. Are you not done? Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say like I leave my hand out.
I'm
ready.
I'll try the Thorn Whip again.
All right, hit him with a thorn whip. What was the range on that thing again?
30 feet.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a ranged melee attack at 30 feet.
That's cool.
You can sneak attack again because you were right up on with me.
13 plus 4, 17.
That'll hit.
Sweet. So he takes 1d6 and he's pulled
10 feet
my
away
way
from me.
10 feet.
So is that an AOO?
Because he's like pulled into
leaving
him.
my range.
Because it's like me, Grim, him.
And mine.
I feel like we're gonna call that like if they choose to leave your range. I feel like that would be a little bit strange for you to like attack him as he's whipping him by. I guess. I mean, I don't.
He's not choosing to leave the range, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's being like pulled that way.
How about this? I'll allow 1 attack of opportunity, and since Jack is next in the order, we'll give Jack the attack of opportunity.
He took
I'm
2
not
damage
overly
for that.
concerned with an
Yeah.
AOO.
No, it's okay. I mean, it makes sense. He is leaving melee range, so we'll do that.
Yeah, Jack, go for it.
But we'll
Slice him.
Okay, then I am going to go for the booming
He
blade.
took 2.
2 damage. Yep. Sorry.
It'll still count as a sneak attack because he's technically within range of him as well.
We'll say the vine came out and wrapped around his abdomen, and he's.
Does that give me advantage or is it just?
Sneak attack does not give you advantage.
No, I meant like okay. So you being within range does not give me advantage.
No, it gives you the ability to sneak attack.
Nope.
What do you roll?
11.
Yeah.
All right. So again, you try to reach out and just you barely graze the back of his armor because he's being pulled away. And it's now the goblin's turn. Is he held in that in the thorns? Is he like? Does he have?
No, he's just like pulled back.
Okay, so so you wrap around, pull, then they leave.
Mhm.
Okay, so
think
he
double
is.
check.
You make a loop de loop and pull.
I think it is. It didn't sound like he was stuck.
And you
Yeah,
got
because it is
him.
piercing damage, so.
All right. So he.
Yeah.
So he kind of spins out of the thorns and he sees you, and as the thorns like come back to you, and he's like gonna run over there and try to stab you as well because you just hurt him.
Okay.
He crit fails, so he trips on the way and he's prone.
Take him.
Jack, is your turn.
Oh.
He is 15 feet away.
How close is he to him?
10 feet.
Darn it. Okay.
But he's prone. You have advantage on attacks.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
someone's dropping an aircraft carrier off outside. So please
Slightly
bear-
used. I mean, it's in pretty good shape.
All right, then I'm gonna go sneak attack, booming blade again.
All right.
I'm not. You can't sneak attack. Oh, you have advantage. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're right.
Will a
24.
24 hit
Yes,
him?
a 24 will hit.
Okay, thank you.
Oh dang!
All right, so
roll damage. This is about to get rough. I think.
8 and a 6.
It's gonna be juicy.
Yeah. So he takes
6.
All right.
yeah.
So you You walk up behind this, like, I picture you just walk up behind this goblin. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter how much damage you did after you said 6. So
Plus 8 if he moves.
You walk up behind this. Man, we got some really powerful first level characters up in this piece. So you walk up behind the goblin. You take out your dagger. You brandish some of the leather bits off that you just had, and then you just slam it in the back of this goblin's head and split the back of his head open. And that is the goblins are dead and combat is over.
I search them.
You search them. You don't really find. You find across all of them. You were able to gather like 2 gold coins off of them from what they've stolen and gotten rid of from these guys, from the loggers. So Grim now has 2 gold coins. The construction is happening. We just completed combat, and there's not a whole lot we can do in this episode, or like there's not a whole lot we can get into in the time we have. So that'll be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry about the noise. Sorry about any bad recording issues, but the game was good. We killed some goblins and had a good time. Thank you so much for watching. We love you very much. Bye-bye.